Hello everyone, it's me Abhinaya. So today in this video we're going to solve another interesting problem from Leetcode called n queens. It's a hard problem. The problem number is 51. Let's see the question. The n queens puzzle is the problem of placing n queens on an n into n chessboard such that no two queens attack each other. Given an integer and return all distinct solution to the n queens puzzle. So in here they have given n is equal, like right, the queens can move in all four directions. We have to place the n queens in a way that it doesn't attack each other. So you keep here, like this will not attack this, and this cannot attack this, and this cannot attack this. So what we have to do is, if a queen is placed in a position in all those four directions, another queen should not be placed. So we have to place the n queens in an n into n board. So let's see this. This problem is actually a pretty popular problem. It's good to know this problem. So for that, first we'll have a result array, and then we'll have a board. Okay, it's a 2D array, so we'll have a board. So first I'm initializing everything with 1. No, everything with 0. For range 10. Here for range n, and then we are going to go into another function called place queen, and that's going to have a board and the starting row position. So first it's going to start with 0, and then we're going to have 3 sets to check for this diagonal 1 and this diagonal 2 and for this position, vertical position. So we're going to have 3 sets. And then at last we'll return the result. So let's see this function. So first, like cell board, I'm gonna call the row numbers I, and then diagonal 1, diagonal 2, and for that vertical position. So in all these kinds of problems, we have a base condition, right? So if I is equal to len of the board, that means it has gone through all the rows. That means we have done with one possible solution. So for that, if I is equal to len of board, we're going to pass this board into another function. I'm going to call that function as okay, we'll call it as queen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to loop through the board, right? We already have I here, but we need another. It's a 2D array, so we need j. Range len of board. So to check this diagonal, to get this diagonal, we should just add I plus j. To get this diagonal, we should just subtract j minus I. Okay. So if I plus j, it should not be in the set. Okay, if I plus j is not in set and j minus I is also not in set, not in D2, and the j is not in the vertical set, the set V, then the place is free. We can place the queen there, right? It's not in D1 and j minus I not in D2 and j not in B. If it's not in any of the set, there we can place the queen. So for now I'm going to change it into 1, and in another function I'm going to change the 1 into q. Okay, and now we can now, like that, now that we passed we now we oh, now that we place the queen in that position, we can add I plus j and j minus I and j in those sets, right? So d1 dot add I plus j and d2 dot add j minus I and v dot add g. Now we're going to call this function again for I plus 1 for the next rows. To go into the next row, we screen board I plus 1, v1, v2, and v. Now we don't want those all those values to go again and again, so we are clearing those data here. Ij is 0 and we can remove j minus I and v dot would remove g. So now this will get all the possible solutions where we can place the queen. Now like here we have placed queen as 1, but we need here as q and dot, right? So that we're going to change here. This queen function, so it's just looping through the board and changing it. That's it. So we'll have L. Now we're going to loop through the board. And it's a string, right? So we'll have a string here. Oh my god. Range of n of both. So if board of ij is 1, that means the queen is placed in that position. So we'll add q. If not, the queen is not placed in the position. So if queen is not placed, it's dot. So we'll add the dot, and we'll add this string into this, and we'll add this into the result. Append the array, and that's it. Let's run this. I hope it passes. Yes, it passed. Let's submit it. So this is how we solve this problem. So if you guys know any other way to solve this, say it in the comments below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye.